One of the common questions I get is this the right time? Has the market bottomed out? Is it all the way up from here? And that's a great question. The easy answer is no one can predict where the market is going. This is a great time to buy certain properties, and certain properties are not quite there yet. There are several factors in the market that need to be considered. Number one is the supply. Think of all the homes that are coming on the market. They're coming from several sources. One source is what are called REO packages. Now, what's happening is very large banks are selling off big chunks of homes to hedge funds and to other investors. These hedge funds and investors are selling these homes in huge packages to smaller investors, and those smaller investors are selling those homes one at a time to even smaller investors. Now, these packages contain anywhere from 25 to 200 homes, and those homes are hitting the market slowly. It's possible that those homes would be available for you and I to purchase. Another place that properties are coming from is the foreclosure market. Every day on the courthouse steps of every county in Arizona, hundreds of properties are being sold at foreclosure sales, which are technically called trustee sales. Those homes are available for purchase by investors on the courthouse steps. We have relationships with people who can help you to purchase those properties. Now, one advantage of the Phoenix market is the supply in the Phoenix market is dropping quickly. Now, this may be a seasonal drop, as we can see based on this chart that shows that the supply of homes in Phoenix tends to be the least around June and July, and that can be explained largely by all of the homes hitting the market and all of the homes selling in the month of June and July, and then it tends to peak in January and February. Another explanation for this decrease in the supply of homes available is that many investors are seeing the bottom of the market or thinking that they see the bottom of the market and getting in as investors, buying many of these REO packages, buying many of these short sale homes, buying many of these bank-owned properties, thinking that this is a good time to get in. As a result, prices are being driven up slightly. Another possible explanation for this decrease in supply of homes on the market is that first-time home buyers are now able to buy given the easy access to FHA financing and the low prices. 3 or 4 years ago, a home that was selling for $210,000 that may have priced many first-time home buyers out of the market is now selling for $105,000 to $115,000, and many first-time home buyers with access to low interest, low down payment FHA financing are able to purchase these homes. As a result, investors who are hoping to buy these homes at low prices are now competing with first-time home buyers. Phoenix is a large place. It's the 5th largest city in America. Geographically, it's really a large area, and as a result, many of our clients and investors and prospective clients ask, Jake, where in Phoenix should I buy? We manage properties as far northwest as Surprise, and we manage properties as far southeast as Queen Creek. You have to be careful where you buy because each of these markets has its own sub-markets, and there are also economies going on in each of these markets that need to be considered. We try to stay away from advising buyers to buy in the far-flung areas of the valley with lots of supply. It's also important to buy homes in areas that have easy access to freeways, that have good school systems, and a good employment base. Another thing that you have to research very carefully before purchasing is rent rates in the neighborhood in which you're going to buy. Now, if you'll contact Beehive Property Management, we can do a quick analysis of what rent rates are, or you can do your own analysis using sources such as Craigslist, Rentals.com, and other rental websites which actually will show rentals for rent currently in the very zip code in which you are considering buying. There are many factors that drive rents, but the best way to find out what rents are is to research the very zip code in which you're looking to try to get a feel for how much you'll be able to collect in rent on a certain property. One thing investors often ask me is, Jake, I can get a great deal on this house. Shouldn't I always buy it if it's a good deal? Now, from a long-term perspective and from an appreciation perspective, that's solid reasoning. From a rental perspective, you reach diminishing returns if you don't buy properties that you can cash flow. What you have to consider is there's a fixed amount of rent that you can get for any property in Phoenix, and I'll give you an example. If you were to purchase a home in Apache Junction right now, there are homes out there that will rent for $895 a month. They are 3-bedroom, 2-bath homes. They're in subdivisions with HOAs. They'll cash flow based on your financing, based on whether you have cash in them. You can make money on those homes every month. Now, if you were to go to Gilbert, which maybe is a little bit nicer community, maybe has better schools, a little bit better developed, you're going to pay $180,000 to $190,000 for that same 3-bedroom, 2-bath house. The problem is you're not going to be able to get a huge increase in rent in Gilbert versus Apache Junction. Now, don't get me wrong, you're going to get another $300 per month. However, you must consider that you also have another $100,000 in the market to get that extra $300. Geographically speaking, you want to be in an area where you can get the most bang for your buck, and that's going to drive your cash flow.